at the chat and not at the minigame. Because it's so distracting to have the bot spamming chat. I really need to tell Joey about it, but I'm pretty sure he'll do nothing about it. Like, nothing against him. Like, pretty nice person to talk to from what I've seen. But he's like so selective on what messages he answers to when it comes to issues, or I guess suggestion is not that bad because you don't have to reply to every suggestion, everything everyone suggests. But for issues, you should at least like make an effort to apply to everyone. But he just like sometimes he just replies instantly, and sometimes you have to post it several times and it takes months for him to reply. And I don't know why he does that. That's why I'm not excited to the prospect of having to signal an issue or report an issue with the bot. Because there's like a 50% chance that it'll get ignored and I have to repost it and repost it and repost it. Also there's like, or maybe someone else got ignored, which is probably the case actually, there's like an 80% chance. And like I usually don't like cutting people before they got a reply. I should really focus on, oh my god. That's 1 second. Gold as well. Oh, that is on this split file. The combination file. Maybe else refer, I don't know. Maybe not. If I get maybe everything perfectly, maybe a 33 is possible. But it would be like 1 cycle running, 1 cycle climbing, 1 cycle swimming. Then Teen maybe get like the 1 cycle climbing, or at least like a 10k cycle or something. Because 1 cycle is like pure RNG. Teen running gets like something a 7 or 8k cycle. I don't think the 1 cycle is possible in Teen running. Or if it is, it's like can't really reliably get it in a run. The baby 1 cycle you can at least reset until you get it. The Teen, it's too far into the run to do that. And I had the worst reflex ever. I really try to tell myself, do not do that, do not do that, do not do that, but like every time it doesn't work and I do it anyway. I was at level 36, so I need... Je suis besoin de 14. 250, ça fait 7 fois 500, ça fait 3500. 33,500. I guess that's not too far from my gold. Right. I really want to get the swimming 1 cycle here. It's not even that difficult. I've just struggled to get it for way too long. but I also need coins for 42 energy I need for the baby journey. This trans duck. It's fine, I'll get the coins flying. Minus 215? Let's go. I've changed my DL to root in my split as well because I have to skip a lot of splits because the root is not the same anymore, of course. Everything that the big problem with Virtual Pack is where do I put my split? I never know where to put them. Alright, that was enough. Barely have enough energy. Transduck has the slowest races, by the way, overall. It's even behind the Swimming Duck, which the Swimming Duck is by far the worst duck overall, but Transduck just has the slowest races. Because he usually, like, his only strength is climbing, which is barely used at all. Even if he has like less maluses than the swimming duck. At least swimming duck has good swimming, and swimming is used in a few races. Swimming duck has... There are some races in which swimming duck is the fastest. Strength duck is only the fastest, like... The two races that are almost exclusively climbing in teen and adult. Other than that, it just sucks at everything. I mean, it just has no bonus at anything. Athletic is far better. Saves about 25 seconds compared to the strength duck. And you have to do a completely different route because athletic ducks needs way more climbing for and by the way, the baby races actually do not matter between each duck, or almost do not. Athletic ducks could save, I believe, like half a second, at least for my testing, but my testing had ducks with consistent stats, so not random. But the enemy ducks, and the enemy ducks are the one that kind of define how long a race takes, unless you can really be far ahead of them. And I don't know how to say, declassify them. But this rarely happens till 3, so usually just the enemy ducks that will define it. And in teen and adult, the enemy ducks get boosts, just like you. Your stats, depending on what type you are, not what type they are, what type you are, they get the same boost as you. But in baby they don't. Don't ask me why. This is Simon's spaghetti code. This is infamous spaghetti code. When you just completed, like, what is that to jump forward so much here? Like, tell me why. At level 64, I had to keep that in mind, but 67, so that's 33. 600. Si j'arrive à faire un one cycle, maintenant c'est très peu de chance. Pas se mentir. So I'm not sure if it's just me, but teen running feels slower than baby running. Maybe it is just me, because I looked at the code and it doesn't really seem to change that much. Oh, this way that. I'm on a semi-decent cycle right now. And after a while it becomes kind of easier when the tennis balls start to go faster. And I just committed suicide right here. Don't ask me why. At least I'm at level 18, 3, 4, something like that. I'll try to not suck too much for this minigame. At 97, just 600 more. And I lose so much time here, but that's just average teen running. Just getting trolled over and over again. Alright, teen climbing. Let's see if I can get one cycle. Most likely not. My sum of best is really not accurate at all, by the way. Some split I should really like clear. Yeah. There's one such challenge which dates back to when we got less than 100 running in teen, but it doesn't matter because we have to get to at least 100 anyway, and it's not faster. I mean, it's not slower than an adult, so might as well get 100 here. At least it's recover in teen is easier. Sometimes you get an RNG pattern that prevents you from continuing. Like this. What was that? 85. 85 is gonna be 15 levels. 7.5. 15 fois 250, ça fait 0,5 fois 500. Ça fait 3,5 plus 0,25, 3,75 fois 1000. 3750. Or 3750 in English. But I'm not sure what English numbers are so long to pronounce. Like 3700 is I guess 3700. By the way, I have enough. Swimming 69. What I need to get is about 8k really. I don't know why I'm going for the coins, I don't need them anymore. AK. Bang. Teen flying specifically, I can be really aggressive with my resets. Because the reset time is way shorter than baby and adult. I don't need coins anymore, so who cares? Who cares about money? I can have speed instead. I need 1k more. Gold for flying. I suppose we'll see to be aggressive because the resets. Oh, not resets, but the deaths. Like just take a lot of deaths. 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 How do you even pronounce that? Just a death instead. Don't even pronounce the S at the end. As I can't. This race, the previous race, the previous race, and this race as well, to a certain extent. Athletic Duck is the fastest, but not for the reasons you'd think necessarily. The big advantage he has is that he's not in the opponents. He always gets stuck at this particular part. Sort of thing at the end of the swinging part. And when he's one of your opponents, he will just take more time than the other to finish. So when you're in control of the Athletic Duck, you have to wait less time for the other opponents to finish. Because there's no Athletic Duck to get stuck. Because you're the Athletic Duck. So the animation for the Athletic Duck is completely broken. When he's one of the opponents specifically, when you control him, it's actually fine, but I really did the stats that I can win 98% of the time, so technically there's still a 2% chance I fail. And probably that's not gonna happen. Yeah, I just need 136. So just 9 more levels actually already. 3 more. Oops. Don't mess up the 1 cycle now. Like last run. We just did not stream, so can't find him anywhere. Can't find it anywhere. It's not a person, that's a run. Excuse me. Right. Nice. Yes. Series the most stressful part. Just right at the end. 20, that's 20, 50, 10 fois 500, ça fait 5250. Right, should be easy enough. With 130 I'd have a 98% chance of winning 2-2. I used to get less than that. But I think that you can have more chances of losing if you get less. That's a 13-second time loss, that's not too bad. Just kind of orangey what patterns you're gonna get. Get good patterns, you can go really far in a cycle, but what I need is 4,000, a bit more than 4,000, really. But I don't think it's really possible to do it in one cycle. It's 4, 34, 34 fois 50, ça fait 17 fois 100, 1700, ok. I'll like the base in 112 here, probably when I got more swimming at some point. Unless I got super lucky and I got a 1 cycle, but this is so unlikely that, yeah. That'd be a 3 cycle, which is not that good. I'm gonna lose a lot of time. That's fine. 15, 7750. The 2 cycles not that bad. Oh my god, 149. Why do I suck? Am I still on pace for 34? Not sure. Best is 240, but that was with athletic. Strength Duck loses so much time on the races. I think it's also because I got energy or something. Well, you just need 42, that's enough. I hope. I think it is the wrong values. I just remember that. No, it should be fine. Yeah, it's completely fine. That's let's 2% should I fail this race. Hopefully that's not gonna happen. No, didn't happen. Flying Duck surprisingly has an advantage in the previous race, the climbing race. And that's not because he's good at climbing, it's just because he has a weird roll, and the roll allows him to get past his opponents. And he has a minus 10% climbing, just like athletic and swimming. Instead of hitting 139 climbing, and he only is 128, just because of this roll specifically, which is kind of insane to think about. Right. I think that's a 34. No, don't get too much. Yes, yes, yes,